I look like I'm about to jump. I mean, he is, but... Okay, talk to Sucrose. Even though the clues are few and vague, you and Sucrose continue to work at uncovering the mystery behind the prophecy.
Sucrose, we're here!
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done.
Should have gone with the other price tag. Oh well.
Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Understood. How has progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can.
Okay, shoot.
I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence.
Okay.
But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion.
Okay.
Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Okay, but how big should each group be? That makes sense.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Aloy.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
You'd count as an expert too, you know.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
All right, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
Paimon.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too, so it's not quite as simple as that.
Perhaps an astrologer then?
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she'd definitely count.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Huh? Why him?
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
True.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder.
Yes, he is numero uno on the list to make that so, Sucrose.
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Riddle amidst the crowds. Riddle me this. Bro, I don't know how the stone is wet. No, don't go thinking I'm going the wrong way.
Squall and Fury. Behold!
I know that Kale's just below us, but... kind of hoping that I can go in the building, but whatever.
Hi, Kale. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Kale seems to be wrapping gifts, and now she's frantically trying to hide it. I wonder who they're for.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Sucrose tells Kale about the 4 riddles and the results of your discussion.
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Maybe D-Luke?
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
Ah, yes, his secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero. He must have to deny it if anyone asks. In that sense, he is a complicated relationship with the truth.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
This prophecy seems very strict.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
They both look at me. What gives you that impression?
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Eula, Chongyun, heck, probably all the Cryo characters. Oh no, we already ruled out Kaya. Everyone but Kaya.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
So when he does get the woman that he loves, he'll start being dishonest and slacking. Okay. That's good to know.
Timaeus has a crush?
Of course, that's what interests Paimon.
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
All great qualities, but that says nothing about her identity.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
You know, we're only on this topic because you brought him up, Sucrose. I'm starting to wonder if you have ulterior motives in this entire thing.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
What?
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
So, no. It is not good for actual use. The thing was a failure.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Lover boy? Wow.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Not necessarily, but you have a point.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Yeah?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Interesting stuff.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Oh? She shares her idea with everyone.
No problem. We can do that.
Cool, I have no idea.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
I love that we're unbeatable. Ain't no one can beat us. Oh, I'm already
I
in
plan
the-
on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Whoa! Oh my gosh, I can see what they're like here. Oh, only Constellation 3? Artifacts, no Lisa Bleach, no Lisa Bleach. I can't view them because why would they let me do that? Elemental Mastery, Elemental Mastery. Eight, 11, 8, 8, 11, 8.
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
By the way, why are the stairs still unavailable? Ugh. Huh? That guy looks like he's from Inazuma. It's Kama and Sumida! Phew, that felt good. Or should I say, this is how the largest library in the north should be. To think I'd have the opportunity to finish the whole Vera's Melancholy series in one go. Oh, that was wonderful. Lady Sumida, it might be best to keep your voice down. Ah, right. Sorry, I was getting too excited there. No, I'm worried that you might get hurt. That librarian has an immense aura around her. Really? I thought she was a rather typical, slightly lazy witch. But now that you mention it, these characters do tend to be the strongest. Right then. Best not to get on her bad side. Actually, I could write a story based on such a character, couldn't I? Something like The Mage at the Great Library. How have your travels been going? It's been a while. Oh, if it isn't the legendary Karitan. Our travels? I used to go out to travel to collect reference material a lot. I went to Musojin Gorge to study how to write thunderstorms. Headed to the Serpent's Head to learn how to describe a snake demon. I got Kama to join the military to better understand the lives of the absconders. Man, being Kama's a tough job. It wasn't much. But this, on the other hand, is a real journey, one with no real objective in mind. Only now have I discovered that there are just so many interesting things worth writing about in this world, just like in Kino's travels. Kama and I visited the recommended sites and stores around these parts before camping out in the wild, exchanging stories with unfamiliar travelers by the campfire. And when we woke up, we found our belongings all missing. Wait, so did that turn out okay in the end? It did. Honestly, when we found out that the gang of thieves had 10 or more members, I thought we weren't getting our stuff back. But somehow, Kama was able to convince them to return our things. They even gave him these coins with raven insignias on them to go. Those treasure hoarders. Shame. I thought that this would make for an interesting story, but Kama wouldn't tell me how it all went down. You're pretty good, Kama. I simply did as I should. You need not worry, Lady Sumida. You really are indispensable, Kama. With you by my side, I doubt we'd have any trouble, even if our adventures took us to the edge of the world itself. Speaking of which, you really have changed a lot since the whole incident with Surumi Island. There are things you want to do now, and opinions and doubts you want to express. Well, if you do not find it suitable, Lady Sumida. No, I think it's great. Your views are all well worth considering. Well, I'll leave the two of you alone then. Perhaps we'll meet again in some other place. Indeed. See you, Karitan. Let's meet at the end of all things, just like in Flowers for Princess Fischl. See you, Karitan. Take care of yourself. Is there anyone else in the library that I recognize? I've talked to you before, Ella. Say it. Traveling scholar. You from Sumeru? My apologies. Did my musings disturb you? What are you looking at? I'm currently reading the works of some bards. They weave their ideas, thoughts, and truths into romantic poetry, not at all like the unwieldy tomes of Sumeru. Perhaps this romanticism is an expression of great wisdom. Yes, this is excellent. Excellent material indeed. Okay then.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Why would you call it that?
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
That is pretty good. Not laugh-worthy, but I do admire that kind of punny stuff.
Please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, right.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Spontamod? I don't remember what Spontamod was about.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Since all three of you are on the list.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Sucrose and Kali take turns explaining the prophecy information that they compiled with the Traveler.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
Goodness.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Contrarian? I'm too dumb. What is this word? I mean, that might be just contrary, but you never know. Contrarian. Definition. Is it just contrary to the norm? Is it? Come on. Finish loading, please. Person who opposes or rejects popular opinion. Yep. Contrary to the norm. As an adjective, opposing or rejecting popular opinion. Going against current practice. So yeah, contrary to the norm. Quote unquote, the norm. Ooh, our cat is here. Alright. However, I shall continue on playing. Ah, dang it. Stupid notifications. Disappear. Okay.
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul.
Dang it, my mouse is on the screen. There we go.
And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
Oh. That's interesting that Sino thinks of them as more of just siblings, all three of them. I mean, it makes sense. That's not gonna stop the shippers, though, of, Sinari and, their daughter, Kale.
Yeah.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it,
I'm assuming you already saw the
that
joke
statement
then.
is not inaccurate.
Oh, what with
The sucrose,
they're calling Lisa for Sino, whatever. Yeah, the four names. Yes,
Yeah.
I already got there.
that's all. I know.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her.
This younger sister Albedo's talking about, that is Klee, right?
Yeah, that's his younger sister. Yep.
Oh, yeah, now that I look at my feet, I think that it is what it is. Darn it. I hate life. Alright.
What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
No,
In
let's...
terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Interesting. After bidding farewell to Sucrose and Kale... Ooh, is it back to me?
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Maybe. Head to the Mondstadt bulletin board. Oh, you know what? I should have been checking this to see what it says. It hasn't changed. Okay. Hey, Herman. Bye, Herman. Bro, that was awesome. skip jumping I just did. Although I wasn't aware that we had a bulletin board. Holy cow! Is that-
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here!
I wonder who it is.
Oh my gosh!
It's Benny Bookenden!
That's not who I'm screaming for!
I know.
Oh my gosh! Mika! Oh, my mind is blowing up right now.
I bet.
Hold on, I gotta be mentally prepared for when I hear him speak. If he even speaks. Please speak, Mika. I need to hear you more. Oh man. This is gonna be...
So,
Hello.
you got a pet Smokey, right?
Yeah.
I plan on keeping.
Anyways, Kate, Mika is gonna speak after Lisa finishes talking.
Okay. Good to know.
What you're talking.
Yeah. All good.
Ow. Okay.
Huh? Even Lisa's here!
Hi everyone. Long time no see.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Let's just say we were expecting to see you in the library.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
See, even Razor knows.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while.
No, you're glued to your chair, Lisa. That's why I saw you in Smeru.
Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Hi, Mika. Good to see you again. Hello, Mika. Nice to meet you. Officially, where you aren't just running away from me. Hi, Mika. Good to see you again.
I look forward to working with you.
He's so cute.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Yeah, Bennett and Razor, best buds. Mika, you will become my best bud. You will.
Windblume. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
You don't find that fun, Paimon? Gosh.
A prophecy?
Gee,
What kind?
Paimon.
One that involves all four of you, possibly.
A good one or a bad one?
Guess you weren't getting the moves
Ah.
of a cat.
Every time he speaks, I swear.
What about a cat?
Yeah, it's all good. You.
What about Smokey? What's going on? What? What? What?
I don't know.
What?
All good. I think it's fine.
Huh?
Caesar was talking to me about, something. He said it's a cap, so.
That's not helpful at all.
Right. Sorry.
Well, I believe it to be a good one. You explain the prophecy and tell everyone what you've learned so far.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Yes.
Believe in yourself.
It's so good to hear Habercorn. I mean, again, it's mostly just in the events, but it's always good to hear him.
Right.
Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Ah! He's so supportive.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
It's all good.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucro said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like Sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
He might also need someone to write it down for him.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Actually, you guys were it, because, I can't think of anybody else that was on the list. That I've seen.
Okay, bye for now.
No.
Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
I mean, if you got eyes of a hawk, Paimon, yeah.
Aw, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Yeah, except if I ever go there, you're not there. At that moment, Zuko's and Kale arrived at Stormbearer Mountains. Oh, it's gonna be a flip-flop in between the two.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Kale, please follow me.
No. Kale's leading the way. Find someone that matches the prophecy. Hey, do I have notes in here?
I don't know. I can tell you who you'll find if you want to know. Unless you think you can guess.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just I thought maybe there was a list of people, so I
Of who?
Here's who I have left. But no. That's okay. Looks like Amber. Noelle. Klee. And Eula?
Yep.
Man, my eyesight is pretty good, I guess.
It's on another level.
Yeah.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Now, why is our bomber extraordinaire over there, though?
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Yeah, I was saying Eula is definitely someone who wouldn't lie, but you know, you guys didn't let me say that, so yeah.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
forgetting about you. Ah, right, I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Oh, it's a very diplomatic mission, Eula.
Klee, what are
So
you doing
diplomatic.
here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
The very fate of this world could hinge on the success of this mission.
Right?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
This is a... Okay.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
Yeah, you guys are, hindering their patrol.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the rings, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
Oh, don't let Klee's sized,
Will you?
fool you. She is a massive
Arson.
terrorist.
Kale, what do you do?
I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest.
I'm still sad that she's a trainee. I'm like, bruh, bump her up. She's a forest ranger.
Trainee?
It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh,
It's like the
just
fact
like
that
me. I'm still working towards
Ellen
becoming
became a
fully
knight of
qualified knight.
Favonius before Noelle.
That's crazy. It's so crazy.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
There is a reason to be nervous. The side of your nose that's supposed to have sunshine on it keeps flip-flopping. You see that? Did this happen when you played?
The light switching? Yeah.
It's so weird. It's distracting.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Oh good. It stopped moving.
Just trying to
Yep,
remind you
a
that
few
she
folks from
has a
Sumeru
nose.
have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Eula, why are you being so angry?
Sorry,
Was this supposed to be a secret from Kale?
At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
Kale looks so sad.
It's gonna look even sadder later.
I'm saved. Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Sucrose and Kale to everyone about the nice surprise of the morning. I didn't get to read that!
Interesting prophecy.
Right? It
I
was
have
too
no
quick.
idea what the answers could be.
Namely, of course, the prophecy.
Yeah, that's...
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Oh, but Eula, you weren't on the list because I didn't get to list your name.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep, don't worry, you can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains and will end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
I love that I mostly can't see people's mouths, though, still. Like, the lines are so faint.
Right? Part of me is also like,
Are
you know how
okay,
Klee was
Colin?
saying that she'd put something in the mailbox?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Klee, no!
I don't actually know, but I'm just like,
Concern is spiking right now.
Right.
Was it that obvious?
Yes.
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Well, Sucrose, you cannot do the lying thing, because I think you just lied to Kale.
About what?
About Kale being obvious. Being awkward.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
I have a feeling that because of this event, they're gonna get shipped together.
Kale and Amber?
No, not Amber. I've already seen that.
Kale and Sucrose?
Sucrose, yeah.
Interesting.
Right? You'll see.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
I mean, I already kind of thought they were gonna have that happen with the shipping stuff since they met.
I guess that's true.
What's that? You're in
My
a scene
hero.
together? Boom.
Ship. Not in a scene together? Ship.
Boom. Ship. What's that? You two look like your colors would work well together? Boom. Shipped.
Ship.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me.
What's that? You're my favorite character and you're my favorite character? Boom.
Mm,
Shipped.
Ship.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me.
What?
The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all.
See, I wouldn't say that's immature. I'd say that's just not nice. Sort of.
I mean, she was younger, so it's like, I guess if you look at it that way, as in she
Yes,
wasn't
but I wouldn't say that her actions are immature.
right? Well, she's talking past tense.
I know, I'm saying back then it's not immature.
Oh, I see.
Roar. From what she was saying, I didn't let people in. Pretty awful to everyone. It's like, okay, I just call that angsty, not immature.
That's fair, but I guess she sees it as immature.
Whatever.
Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be.
Don't go thinking that. You're already a step closer than most characters are. With your passive, that is the Sumeru gliding champion, as Amber is the Mondstadt gliding champion.
Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so Weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Yeah, stop putting yourself down.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Kale's opening up to Sucrose now? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So the two girls come to a stop at a place with some lovely scenery. As the breeze picks up, Kale tells her life story, from her childhood to her recent recovery from Elazar. I wish I could sit there. Unfortunately, that is not a sitting spot, I think.
I
already
don't think
knew
it is.
bits and pieces
There has
about
to be
her,
a rock.
but still, why did she have to go through all that?
Life. The Fatui.
Life? Oh, snap. Fatui would
Rukadavada.
probably bring up some pretty harsh stuff.
Oh wait, nobody remembers Rukadavada. Just stick with life. The reason she had to go through all this was because of life, okay? That the end.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
We've
I
only just
see what
met
you're
and I'm
talking about.
already
Okay.
dumping all of this on you.
I thought you were coming up with subjects to talk about.
Frustrated at myself.
No.
I'm always
Like
doing
interesting
this.
choices.
I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this.
Be quiet, Roar.
Okay.
You're disturbing this very tender moment with your gasp of awe.
It wasn't a gasp of awe, it was shock. Someone was about to fall off a cliff.
Thanks for the spoiler!
You're welcome. I'm gonna be quiet.
People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on.
Hey, me too.
But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Why are you glitching out, screen?
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh. I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Scar would love that. He thinks that trying to just talk to fill the space of nothing is a waste. So, yeah.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized.
Before Kale's dialogue popped up, I was like, this would be a very cute background to have on a computer screen. And then Kale spoke, and I was like, well, moment, no more. I cannot go and take a picture of this beautiful scenery here with these characters. Like, darn.
In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
That's because of Venti.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
What cloud? I'm seeing clouds form right now, but I'm not seeing one that looks like a test tube. Oh wait, maybe after the clouds are done forming. Nope.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your Tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
They're becoming best friends.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
You guys ruined the entire thing again, I swear. Also, where's Eula? Is this gonna zoom out enough for me to see Eula? No? Okay. Oh,
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
On the other side, the cold wind sings shrills across the face of Star-Thatched Cliff. Bam! Bam!
Yeah, let's play.
Ow!
Yahoo!
Let's see, who am I going to find here? Leon! I hate you, Leon! What in the world do you need to find right now? Huh? What could be so important that you have to disturb my journey to find possibly Timaeus and his girlfriend? What are you doing here, traveler? I'm out looking for Snapdragon, but not how much to look for. Well, I mean, if you were closer to a river, you would find it, Leon. 2 Snapdragons? Sure. Freaking don't like you. Ready? This is stuff I've had in my inventory for some time. Take it and go. Ugh.
Star-Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Nah.
Help! I beg you, please don't let go!
What? Rosaria!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
She looks so pinky purple, though. Hey, Cecilia.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Windblume Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
Mona just gets straight to the point.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Rosaria's like, I'm done now.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
Bro, there's no cliffside. He'd just fall and die. Trust me, I've done it. Once, I think.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Wow.
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Please do not tell me that you're only doing this because of the festival, because that is terrible. Alright, that's like somebody getting married on Valentine's Day solely because it's Valentine's Day. Like, I just met you, and today's Valentine's Day, therefore I love you. Hooray. Let's get together.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scry glass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
You tell them about the prophecy, the information gathered so far, and the mailbox.
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
Yes.
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No, no one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
I'm with Mona here. Please do not gush about your girlfriend right now. This is not the time nor place.
You saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
Wait, my mailbox? I don't have a mailbox outside my house yet.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Bye for now, everyone. Timaeus, please try to stay safe.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Oh, my ping.
You haven't already left Star Snatch. If you head to the tippy top, there's 2 people up there.
Yeah, I know, but their dialogue hasn't changed much, has it?
I don't think so. I'm assuming you also saw the guard dude who was up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can go and talk to them all. I'm just collecting Cecilia flowers.
Right.
Because one site was saying that because we don't have true confirmation as to what Mika needs, it could be any of the materials in Mondstadt, and I cried.
Right. Fair, fair.
Brace yourselves.
The wind
Dang
knows.
it, I messed that up.
I follow the wind. Chih! Squall and Fury.
Alright, Sharp, Black Cow Mercenary. What do you want? What are you doing? Master Goth pays me to protect his young esquire. His young esquire pays me to keep this a secret from his old man. To get paid double, I just have to stay put and keep my mouth shut. Look at them, being all lovey-dovey when I'm right here watching. Young people these days, no sense of shame. Wait a second, are they getting a kick out of me watching them? Ugh, I cannot abide this. Sorry, Sharp. Although in all honesty, from up here, you can't really see them. Nor could you see them from down where you're at. Well, hello, Marvin and Marla.
Oh, my darling Marla.
Oh, Marvin. My love.
Oh, she was saying more. Darn it. Marla, the Windblume Festival is here, and yet it holds no meaning for me. Oh, Marvin, say not that. We do not have your father's approval, but this time, for lovers is ours also. No, what I mean is that as long as I am with you, every day may as well be the Windblume Festival. You're right, Marvin. Our love is like the dandelion that bloom on Cape Oath. Marla, no. Our love should not be a thing so fragile. No, I mean to say that the dandelions are scattered by the wild winds. Their lives will not thusly end. Dandelion seeds will fly to distant places, take root, and sprout there. One day, they will cover the length and breadth of Tevat. Oh, my darling Marla. Oh, Marvin, my love. Yuck. 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 I'm outie.
Here!
I got away from them. Because, yeah, that was gross.
Behold!
I do not need to have that in my life. No, thank you. Holidays that make people too lovey-dovey.
The wind rises.
No. Seeing Kale.
What a wonderful
and
festival.
Sucrose,
If only Godwin were here with me.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
She could die.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
No.
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taken care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
Alright, I guess I'd better go get Paimon some food.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
I'll see you two later then.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Olele, who is this mysteriously warm-dressed woman? Character, we don't know if it's a woman. Looks feminine, but can't go jump into conclusions.
Sounds like a plan.
They also look like they might be from Shnashnaya. Is it a Fatui? We've just learned that they're all evil.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Darn.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
You hear that? It's the sound of Mora pouring out of my wallet.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon
except I can cook. Now that Paimon mentions it, you realize that you, too, are ravenous. The two of you stuff your faces.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
It feels pretty good to just relax and take in the scenery after all that great food.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Beatrice?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Quinn?
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Only bacon. We will not eat anything else. I mean, if he's in a bind, I can give him bacon.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
I screamed while he was speaking. How could I? But I saw his feet, so I knew it was him.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here.
Darn.
I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future.
My wallet.
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
Oh?
What kind of good news?
Behold!
What? It looks like a paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
I understand.
Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy.
Where can I find you, though, Venti?
Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you.
I mean, if I actually learn something, hooray. Otherwise, darn.
Anyway, see you later.
Goodbye, my love.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
I know. That's why I love him so much. He's always so carefree. Unfortunately, he steals all my money.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Sus.
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
I'm not drinking today, but thank you for offering.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
Obviously, I've been to 4 nations.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon, so I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
No problem. I'll let you know if you find the answer.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
What you mean to say is happy Windblume, but thanks.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Hey, it's Rosaria. It's Batwoman.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Noticing Rosaria only makes you more sus. Alrighty, now that this has been completed. Fenty's note? Oh my goodness, I must see. Ah, time limited! A paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it. According to Venti, it contains the secrets to revealing the prophecy. Cool. Cool. Alright, hold on, chat. I'll be right back. And now, back to the Windblume Festival. As my headphones get getting yanked off my head. Ooh, rain.
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
Are you still here?
I'm still here.
Okay. I saw a picture
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
of Mika and Tanari somewhere.
Hmm.
It looked like a cliff, but I wasn't sure.
Okay. Not sure where that would be.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was real.
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
Swan Fury.
Sure if characters moved locations after the second quest was completed. You know?
I don't know where they would be. Possibly pull it up. Let's see here.
Because obviously they're not going to be where they were with the characters they were with because everybody moved around.
You're so happy just to see the sun again.
Act 3.
Yeah. Because Sino and Mika are in
YouTube. Okay. So it'll be Sino and Lisa at the Knights of Avonius Library.
Okay. Yeah. That's it?
That's it. Yep. The Knights of Avonius!
That's sad. I thought Mika and Tanari were meeting up.
A3. You meet up.
Great.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
They're probably higher up, not lower down. This is where you would find her normally.
In between the two doors.
Why, if it
Smart.
isn't my underclassman Sino. What a pleasant surprise it is to see you in Mondstadt during the Windblume Festival.
There we go.
Greetings, Lisa. Though I'm sure you've been aware of my presence in Mondstadt for some time already.
Oh dear, looks like you've seen right through me. But I was in no hurry. I knew we'd see each other sooner or later.
Yes. It's just as Professor Cyrus said. Shared aspirations always have a way of bringing people into each other's orbit.
He always has such a poetic way of wording things. I suppose that's the one respect in which I've taken after him. While in your case... Yes, it's his wit and eccentricities that have left their mark on you.
I'm not sure that describes me very aptly these days, given that I'm now the General Mahamatra. Still, if we're going to talk about ways with words, I think my deadpan humor is far superior than our professor's.
Is that so? Strange. I heard that you're just Sino the Adventurer when you're in Mondstadt.
Caught in the act.
You make a good point.
What do you think of Mondstadt during this time of year? It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yes, it's very nice. I think I'm starting to understand your reasons for leaving the academia.
It's because of her lover, Jean.
I've always prided myself on making wise decisions, and that was certainly one of them.
If our professor had been as sensible as you, he would have had a much easier time in his working life. Being stubborn doesn't help anybody.
Well, if even you feel comfortable criticizing him now that he's retired, it really goes to show how much he's changed. Stubbornness is an all too common vice among scholars. I hope that never rubs off on you. I'm always happy to see you visit Mondstadt and experience the feeling of freedom for yourself. I heard the latest news about Kale, too. No doubt the traumas of her childhood will persist for a while to come. But I have to say, she appears to be doing quite better this time than on previous visits. I suppose you're something of a mentor to her, aren't you? Now that I think about it, the two of you aren't so dissimilar. The power of Hermanubis once brought you great suffering.
That's all in the past now. Besides, Professor thankfully didn't treat me like a test subject for the priest's power like the higher-ups had hoped, even though I was a desert dweller. Instead, he gave me the tools I needed to lead the life I have today. He adopted me, educated me, taught me how to fit into society. I am very grateful to him.
Wow.
You are very gifted, and sometimes that can become its own curse. But he has reason to be grateful to you too. Without you as his son/student, he may have never changed his stubborn ways. As a fellow student of his, I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Well, look at how quickly this developed from small talk to a deep and serious conversation. That's one thing I do miss about my academia days.
By virtue of being another of his students, you are as much a part of Professor's family as I. It's perfectly natural for a daughter to inherit her father's conversation style.
They are the real siblings, guys. Not Sino and Tanari like they want us to believe. No. Sino and Lisa.
If you say so. I suppose that means I get to call you baby brother from now on.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yes, there's the baby brother I remember.
Gusha Biat. Gusha Biat.
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
I'm just waiting to see if they disappear when the time
Gusha
hits
Biat.
8. Oh yeah, so whose room is Smokey gonna be sleeping in?
Don't know. Probably ours, but I don't know. Thank you.
Joy?
Like I said, I don't actually know, though.
Right. I mean, if he does... what we're gonna be doing with the letterbox.
Right. I don't either.
And if Squishy's also gonna be...
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Gusha Biat? Gusha Biat? Gusha Biat?
You want to do me a favor?
What might that favor be?
To just get me a, measuring tape.
Measuring tape?
Yeah.
I don't know where the measuring tape is. Always seems to get moved around. But yeah, I can look.
I mean, there should be at least one with the sewing kit. If you're still here.
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Gusha Biat? It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Where did it go?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Nice. Thank you. What do you mean Venti's ridiculous? What a silly thing to say. Because you don't actually get to read the paper, right? Right? So I was like, I wonder what the chant is. Well, I was not expecting that. Possibly 4 inches. Not measuring the foot. Yeah. I'll just leave this back here. Okay. You don't need it anymore. I'll take it back. You can take it back. I think it's that one. Hold on. Yeah, I'll think about that. Okay.
Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Do I gotta choose? Joy above the clouds. Your friends have promised to provide clues and new ideas to solve the riddle. You expectantly wait at the agreed upon time, planning to convene and go over all you have learned with Sucrose. Interesting. Ooh, a present! Windblume gift. A gift box that you can obtain during the Windblume Festival. Before you open it, you cannot know what's inside, but it shouldn't be anything particularly heavy.
Hey, we're here!
Oh.
Traveler, Paimon.
Nice work!
Well,
Okay, fine. Don't talk to me. Clue board. Read letters about a flower that is not of this world. About the flower that is not of this world. Read Tanari's letter. After our conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world. Sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Albedo's letter. A flower that is not of this world. Doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss it in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Great. Thanks, Albedo. Sucrose's letter. It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox that I made myself, but I did find my answer. At first, I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy. But after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. So I arrived at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. The long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The elapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Was there? Oh, it was a scroll one. Okay. Attached is a list of rare plant species. I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find your answer within them. Best wishes to you. Okay. And Albedo, did you have
Them
anything?
scroll ones.
Yeah, they all have a little bit of a scroll. Read other letters. A guide who will never get lost. I can't wait to read Mika's. Oh, he's the last one. That's awesome. Mona's letter. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there. Mona. Bennett's letter. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be a part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck, Bennett. Amber's letter? Guide is too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener. So do let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path, so long as it continues to burn bright. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. I've been worried about Kale lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be her friend, no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Amber. That's so sweet! Okay, Mika's. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, should I read his last? No, I'll read it now. I hope this letter finds you all well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still a lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tanari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies. Please forgive me. I hope the map and list will be of some help to you. Mika. Oh, he's so sweet! One who would never lie. Sino's letter. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me, and it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you. Sino. Rosario's letter. I must make one thing clear. First, I am not someone who would never lie. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too, sometimes to make myself happy and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. The nicest lie I've ever come up with is the one I told Varka, that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive, or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck, Rosaria. And Razor's letter. I asked my teacher, Lisa, to write this letter. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you. Razor. Of course, this is short and to the point. A legend that never ends. Lisa's letter. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best of luck, little cuties. Lisa. I love her. Okay, Clee. Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales, so Clee's heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Clee. Kale's letter. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer. Kale. Stop reading. Talk to Sucrose. Bro, Norma, you just shoved my girl.
Right?
God,
She
no.
also shoved a dog on mine. There was a dog that was hanging out with us, and then she just shoved it. I was like,
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world.
Yeah, other than Albedo not giving us an answer.
Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates.
Wait, I didn't read my name in that.
Mika didn't submit much.
she interpreted
but
it
he
as
did draw a
being there.
vegetation map for Master Tainari
That's just the
and
kind
wrote
of
up a
person
dragon
Bennett
spotting
is.
calendar for Saito. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
You didn't read more, did you, Kale?
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino were willing to support us in our search.
It wasn't that Rosaria wasn't willing to help us with our search. It was that she didn't think that, she's one that never lies.
Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
That's because Timaeus sucks, okay? I thought everybody knew this.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams and actively passed from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait! Wait for me!
Timaeus, you son of a gun.
Oh, Timaeus! What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
Yeah.
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-ar?
Ying-ar? R? R? Not Yinger? Ying-ar? Okay, rings a bell. Remind me. It does ring a bell, but I will say remind me just to spite him. Remind me.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-ar is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-ar's heart.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-ar?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that.
What? I didn't think that's what it meant Cecilia was.
I know full well that Miss Ying-ar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-ar to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
Well, way to spoil everything. Timaeus, you freaking suck.
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-ar's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
Yeah, but just because you decided to join us doesn't mean that you're the one that doesn't lie.
But then what about
Right.
Ying-ar?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Wow.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
That itself could be a lie, but you never know.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Razor. Or Sino. Literally, Razor or Razor 2.0, both of them wouldn't lie to us about most things.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
They would never lie with the intent to do us ill.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
No!
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
After some discussion, the group decides on the final. Everyone gathers in front of the captain.
Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here: the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
Maybe that's because what we are doing, Mona.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you figured out your answer?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Oh, you're not going to tell us?
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
I've already found out where it is.
What?
Well, it's a good thing I was never on the one who would never lie, because I guess not telling stuff would maybe consider as lying. You make up a story about how you discovered the location by
Wow,
dividing in the wind.
that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
No, it's under the moon.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Follow me.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Falcon's Coast? Okay, Venti. You're a very strange person indeed. But I love you nonetheless. That will never change.
Fair.
Oh, it's up. Okay.
Let's play!
Right? I was thinking it was down too, and then it was like higher, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, I looked around to see if I could see it, and it was like, oh, it looks like it's up. Okay.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here.
Just wait.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky. Is the lantern the sun?
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
The slip also says, now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Interesting.
Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
Bro, my Venti could do that.
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
What's with that random little island in the sky?
Huh?
That's where it is.
We'll have to fly up there?
That's where you're supposed to go.
Can someone carry me with them?
No, Timaeus.
Here.
Oh, look, Albedo will carry you. I mean, I am Karitan, and I could maybe carry a ton, but, no. Did everybody fly up there without me?
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Please, this is the best thing ever. Hey! It's the mage's thing! Oh my gosh!
Yeah!
It's the video we watched! Yo! Wait, how did Venti know about this, though?
'Cause, you'll find out. I won't spoil anything.
Do you know if this island stays here throughout the event, or does it disappear?
I don't know, because I'm still on the island right now.
Well, if it disappears, oh well.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Bro, Venti chopped down another mountain.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale!
There are enough seats for everyone to sit, except Paimon.
Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
It's a good thing there's enough seats for everyone.
Wait a second.
It's a trap.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
It's a trap.
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Oh? What are you gonna do? Everyone vigilantly watches Albedo conducts a...
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
Bro, Mona is scrying in the background. What did you find out, Mona?
How is everything, Albedo?
He knows the whole truth.
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
So you're saying there could be some covert destructive devices?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart, but why?
I get what he means. If we do as he says,
Feeling
then we
that it's
may
gonna
be able to
stay
figure out
during
how
the
the puzzle
event?
works.
I don't know.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
I already said if it doesn't, oh well.
Right?
What did Mona realize?
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
I mean, she did just scry earlier.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information.
I was right. It wasn't just some random idol she was doing. And it looked like she was surprised, too. Like, it blew up. So, I'm kind of confused.
But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
Your mentor?
But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Maybe. Mona just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yeah, your brother.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
Sucrose, we're not even sitting.
You can do it, Sucrose.
We're not even sitting. We're not sitting. Oh, is she gonna say?
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today.
I thought we were supposed to do our less confident ones.
Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still
Right.
quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All
Yes,
right.
we're not sitting in a
It's up to
circle.
me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person.
Wow.
I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait, the lantern just lit up!
Oh, we're gonna die.
Whoa, all 4 sides of the lantern are glowing!
We're definitely gonna die.
Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, all right.
Meow. That's right, it's me making noises, okay? Shush.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
You forget, it's a riddle. There are multiple answers to a riddle. So really, it could be anything.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
Boom. Boom. Like a riddle, there is no right answer. There is 100 right answers.
No right answer? But how could that be?
It's a poem!
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
Oh no.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hello, Scarlet.
Hey, you're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter.
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Rosaria! My girl. She's awesome.
Wait, really?
No, there's no one behind you that could absolutely kill you right now. She looks so tired.
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
No, it's because you've been tailing me. Rosaria cares about my friendship with her, even though it's barely nothing.
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Wait, what?
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Darn it, here I was thinking it was Venti that made this thing.
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine.
Is it, though?
In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me.
Wait.
She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
B. J.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's probably A for Alice.
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
The wind.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Lisa?
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Oh, no, it's Alice.
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
That was probably gonna strike a chord with Mona.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Oh my gosh!
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
No, we're not really sitting around.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Here we go, cutscene time.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
Yep.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Nice.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Nice to know you were aware of legendary mages, Paimon.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
That's probably...
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages.
I thought there are 7 mages.
When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Because she had been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating Skara.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Why is the lantern flashing faster? I mean, maybe it's flashing the same speed, but it looks faster.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination.
I can't see Mona's eyes. I can't tell what she's feeling right now.
Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Rosario leaves.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Don't tell me that Jay got married.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot.
Yep.
Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Oz's voice fades and the lantern grows dim. It is once again just a regular piece of decor. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders and return to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah! Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
I mean, I certainly can try to glide all the way to Mondstadt from here. That will be interesting. I don't think I'm gonna make it. We'll see how far I can get, though. At least making it to the tree.
Yep.
You'll be at 3 stars?
Yeah.
You're at 3?
More or less. The highest you can get is, 3 stars with 100%. 3 stars is the highest.
I still had stamina, but this is about as far as I could get, which is halfway to Mondstadt. Oh,
Not even.
man. Yeah, no, let's not freak out Timmy's birds. I wonder, can you find Venti?
Yeah, you can. He'll be outside, whatever the wine place is.
Angel Share?
Yeah.
Do I have to finish the quest? I probably have to finish the quest.
I don't know.
He wasn't outside. So I'm gonna finish the quest. Venti, my love.
Oh.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
I'm fine. I'm just, a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really.
It is.
It's just...
Sometimes.
Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival's special ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh my gosh, stop this pity party right now.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yinger, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Ying-ar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Bro, if you told her that you'd come, then you better go, because you said that you consider yourself someone who would never lie.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh, she's already here.
Huh? Miss Ying-ar?
Oh, so that's Miss Ying-ar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Ying-ar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time.
She sounds like a snake. That's probably just because of all the S's in this.
You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Please, no.
Oh, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Is this something you learned from scrying?
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
See, when Mona says something, one should pay attention. They look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Yeah, it's about happiness, not lovey-dovey, schmooky.
Obviously, it's about joy.
Yeah. The adventure has come to an end. Everyone bids farewell, and soon...
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I like it when you allow me to click next, saying, yeah, I read all of this. You can now have it disappear.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
Okay, just because someone says that you're alike doesn't mean you are 100% identical. Oh, Molly, please learn this.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend.
Aww.
Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
It's never too late to learn to accept yourself, Kale.
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
Ooh, do go on.
I may have read about that in a book before.
Bro, a dog is enjoying itself over there like, oh, yeah, the stone is really scratching my back for me. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's standing up now, but it was like, ooh, yeah.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date.
You know, Sucrose, if you're bringing it up during this festival, you might be sending the wrong kind of signals.
My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
What did this have to do with the bloom cycle of a Cecilia? I wanted to know what the bloom cycle of Cecilia was, Sucrose.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
They are so cute together. Please.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep.
Best of friends.
I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
I'm sure he does.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you.
This is for Albedo and Sino.
I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube. Look, I can press a continue now! And the fluid turns into a deep violet. Ooh. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
Barbados.
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Ooh.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Sino!
Sino? Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test
Ready
tube,
for a Yu-Gi-Oh
does that
reference
make you
after his joke.
test friends forever?
What'd you say, Roar?
There's gonna be a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. With Alejandro, what he said.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Psh, you could never do that.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Wait, for me? Didn't Sino commission this?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to duel!
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
But Kale, I'm about to duel Sino again!
Huh? Kale has a gift for us?
I'm no master, but...
Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Ah! Is that a Sumeru rose? That's so good.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino.
Why does not Sino, Tanari looks a little sad. It's the eyebrows. It's the eyebrows. His eyebrows are slanted in a way that looks like he's sad.
During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
That's the academic family.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
No, you two are her dads, and she is your daughter.
I agree.
See, Kale agrees with me. It wasn't what Tanari says that she agreed with. It was what I said that she agreed with. Yeah.
Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
You do not know how happy this makes me. I've never been able to plant Padisara. Never. Oh, please, Tubby, add these seeds so I can get more.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Score. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And I mean really, really, I've been needing seeds.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm. One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Don't say it looks like a test tube.
Huh? Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Are they gonna show me the cloud?
Oh.
I'm not seeing a test tube. Lazurite swirl. That looks awesome. Wait, mail. What's this mail for? Shanhai's birthday! Shanhai's birthday. Alrighty. Time to find everybody. Hey, Yinger.
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying-Art, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me? Why were you willing to make the trip? I still can't believe it.
Why wouldn't I want to come see you, It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of or anything.
It's true. Venti does it a lot.
Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Yingar?
Oh, increase in friendship.
Oh, Ying-Ar.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are cringy.
Ying-Ar. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Look at you, already so flustered. And we're just getting started.
No, I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
Oh, Timaeus, breathe into this test tube. Try talking to Timaeus. But Mona says I'm gonna get hit by a wild boar. As long as it's not off a cliff, I don't mind.
Hey. Hermie's like, so this explains why we keep getting hit by boars. We must have interrupted so many conversations.
And it was about love.
Yeah.
Am I? What?
Also,
Ying-Ar.
Mm-hmm.
Ying-Ar. No, I'm just over...
Leave them alone. It just ends the conversation. Okay, fine, whatever. Ooh. Suma. Lazarite Swirl. A special card back customized by the renowned artist Cox. Like the dragon of the east, stretch your wings more freely on this battlefield of cards. Sumeru. Legend. Adept. All objectives in the 4th match of the TCG Player's Manual. Crystal Chunk is purchased. Magical Crystal Chunk is purchased. Amethyst Lump is purchased. Flaming Flower Stamina is purchased. Mist Flower Corolla is purchased. Electro Crystal is purchased. Dandelion Seed is purchased. Cecilia is purchased. Blaze Lily is purchased. And Dendrobium is purchased. Mondstadt. Freedom is the first principle of cards. Freely you organize your deck, freely you choose your opponents, and freely you play your hand. Or perhaps you might use that freedom to not play at all, and do something else with the cards you have in mind. Have in hand. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, so Venti. There he is! Oh my gosh. Now, how about that drink?
Well, what do you think? I trust you've enjoyed this year's Windblume Festival.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy to see you find the time amidst your busy adventures to return to Mondstadt and celebrate the winds of freedom with us.
Bro, Mondstadt is my numero uno home.
And if you have a moment now,
like, bruh,
would you care to hear a new love poem I wrote
is where
this
it's
year?
at, man.
Right? I love this place. Mondstadt? Nowhere can beat Mondstadt. I don't care what Fontaine, Notlan, or Snezhnaya look like, or any of the other nations if there's going to be more than the 7. Mondstadt is the best. Nothing can ever beat Mondstadt. This will never change. Especially because no one can beat Venti either.
Allow me to recite it for you.
Yay!
This world has never seen such vibrant color. it bestows upon everyone a brilliant hue. A shade more ethereal than white, yet more radiant still than gold. It eases into your eyes and restores to light a solitary soul. Maybe a bit too somber. Maybe I should write another one on sweet flowers instead.
Possibly venting. I mean, that one was a little somber. But are we going to have a drink or not?
Well, if I'm
would
happy
appear
to
not.
stand if you have.
You can pretend to have a drink.
Shade more.
Okay, fine.
And Sino's at the cat's tail.
Oh, really? Oh, he's probably ready to fight us.
I think he's outside the cat's tail.
There's
not
still a long road.
inside, but
Alright. We sit down, and, I'm gonna waste some of my drinks that I have.
yeah.
Delicious sunset berry tea. Berry mint burst. Wolfhook juice. Delicious fruits of the festival. I know this increases my healing bonus and that it's really good for me to save this. Let's see, 16, 15, 10, and 17. Looks like I'm having a delicious sunset berry tea. A fruity drink with a pleasantly sour taste. The redolence of tea carries your thoughts away. With one sip of this tea, you feel as if you are lazing in a flourishing orchard, tipsy in the gentle breeze that carries a fruity scent. Bro, that sounds alcoholic.
Except it's non-alcoholic, because Traveler can't have anything alcoholic.
I know, but it doesn't say non-alcoholic. Berry and mint burst. A freshly squeezed, fashionable, and fruity non-alcoholic beverage. Wolfhook juice. A freshly squeezed, fashionable, and fruity non-alcoholic beverage. Delicious fruits of the festival.
You have to specify.
A brightly colored, non-alcoholic beverage.
Non-alcoholic.
That's what they all say, except for the delicious sunset berry tea. I mean, maybe teas aren't normally alcoholic, and maybe that's why they don't feel like they have to specify. Ah, yes. 'Tis a good time, Venti. 'Tis a very good time.
Anyways, yeah, if you do go to Sino, you can challenge him to a round of Genius Invocation.
Let's do it. He's probably gonna absolutely destroy me, but I now have the card backs on it, so he should be happy. Bro, he's at the table here. Okay, Alright, Sino, it's time to duel. It's time to duel.
I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck.
Oh?
I take it you've also received your card back? Want to use it to play around?
Oh yeah. Let's play Genius Invocation TCG. Ooh, stage introduction. Don't you think the Windblume Festival is quite the auspicious time for a duel? You know, the winds may cause your luck to bloom at a critical moment, allowing you to draw the card you need to turn the tables. You didn't get it? No, I kind of got it. Bro, he has Bennett in the party? And Kale. Oh man, they're gonna cause burn. That's scary, okay. We don't want melt. We want my OG freeze team. And watch me die. He wanted to redraw all of them. Of course, all of his are moving ones. Oh my gosh.
Ready when you are. Guilty! Freeze! Futile! Nowhere to run!
I mean, Sino is a master, so...
Right?
Nice. I'm gonna shock myself. Okay, I meant...
No, my sword! Let's light it up!
Ready when you are. Cool it!
We can do this!
This ends now. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
A little confused as to why you thought that would end now, but... Okay, Sino. Although I should have healed everybody instead. I'll be doing it now.
I'll protect us.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Venti, why do you gotta be against me like this?
Cool it!
Goodbye, Bennett.
This is just...
Good judgment call.
Yeah, take out your healer.
Nowhere to run! I might die because of this. Cool it! Nowhere to run! Don't push your luck!
Ah, there it was.
I'm not done.
Take all of you out? Oh, just Kaya.
Just Kaya.
Okay.
We can do...
Don't get cocky.
I'm not cocky! I said I was probably going to lose. I used up 2 of my cards to do that. Of course they swapped to Kale. Which is a good move. Swapping to Kale.
Let the show begin.
Fly!
goes.
Why has everyone stopped singing? May knowledge guide you.
Believe in you, Shinjo.
Right? You can do it, I hope. Although Kale can attack me with Dendro. And now I'm burning. That's great. I'm gonna die from the burning. Yep, there we go.
I have taught you everything I know.
Okay, I lost to Sino too. He truly is a master.
He's elemental too.
Like, he should be a legend, though. I don't care that he's truly a master. He should be a legend.
Maximize your resources and try to use up all your elemental dice. I have been trying to use up all my elemental dice.
And then he's gone.
What?
Ow.
Sino.
You played well. Let's have a rematch in a few minutes.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't want to rematch right now in a few minutes.
Ah.
It looks like he's still here.
For me, he just up and vanished.
Rip.
It's probably because my
I quite
game
like
is
my new
taking
card back.
forever to load him in.
It goes perfectly with my deck. I take it you've also received your card back?
I need to familiarize myself more with the deck and the rules.
No problem. Just come find me again when you're ready.
Yeah, so I think you can fight him as many times.
Are you sure it has to be me?
Yes, Scar. It has to be you. Okay, so I've talked to Timaeus. I've talked to Sino.
Okay, so other people in Mondstadt, Albedo, if you climb up the wall, like where there's the fountain, climb up the wall, and then if you turn around and jump onto the balcony thing where there were some books, Albedo should be there.
Oh yeah.
You like the card back from Sino, right? I must admit, I also spent a good amount of effort coming up with a design. His request was quite interesting. He wanted a dragon, a cool pose, and a design that would stand out and awe his opponents. Although the commission was for himself, he wanted the back to be flashy enough to draw the attention of the opposing player. Perhaps there's something that can be said about how, when it comes to Genius Invocation TCG, friendship is more important than competition.
Oh yeah.
He also said that such an impressive card back should be shared with friends. Since he gave it to you, this must mean he considers you to be a close friend.
Oh my gosh, but we're only like friendship 4 or 5 right now. Sino.
Oh, and speaking of, to repay my efforts, he also gifted me the card back as well. Maybe I'll also give the game a try.
Definitely should, Albedo.
Like, they're hinting that he's gonna be the next character to get a card.
Right?
Okay, so now if you jump back over,
Yeah.
and head up the stairs to, like, where the Knights of Avonius is. Instead of heading all the way up, they'll be off on the side, a level below, next to a house. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Sucrose, Kale, Eula, and Amber.
Uh-huh.
Kale, Sucrose! I brought some home-cooked food. Why don't we enjoy it together? Really? Sounds great!
I must point out a small issue about your cooking. You have a tendency to put a little too much flavoring in your dishes.
Huffman's on his way over here.
Sorry. I guess I've been a little heavy-handed with the seasonings lately.
Doesn't look like he's gonna bump into anybody, though.
Are you feeling stressed recently? Do you want to find someone to play cards with? It really helps with stress. I promise.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. If I recall, both you and Sucrose are pretty good players, right?
Oh, yeah, we are. We've been playing together, and we were actually talking about this just a few days ago.
Since you are already familiar, would you mind also showing me the rules sometime?
So she can get her vengeance.
Yeah, Kali seems to be a natural at the game. Maybe she's already the best player out of all of us.
Huh? Me?
That's right. You've been all talk at the tavern.
Card game.
That little girl from Sumeru is really good at the game. If I can find the chance, I would love to test my skills against her.
Really?
Isn't that great, Kali? You've become a TCG celebrity.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, now if you head to Starfell Lake, Mona and Klee should be there.
Ah. Smiling statue, kill me. Hold on, I'm gonna kill the fish right now.
Behold!
See, Klee goes, bomb fish blasting, and there's me who goes, angry Scara uprising for the fish. I don't know what to call it.
I don't know either. It's like divine retribution.
Clover! It's so pretty. Do you like it?
I don't know.
Huh?
It looks like it's
Is it for me? Thank you, Klee.
I think it's raining.
Could you also say something nice to Klee?
Oh, of course. I've actually gotten really good at this. Oh, Miss Klee, our mighty Spark Knight, you are the flame of hope for all of Mondstadt and the vessel for...
Huh? What's a vessel?
Oh, no, Klee doesn't seem to really appreciate this kind of praise. Okay, then.
Oh, it's probably because of all her time spending with official.
Klee, you're super adorable, and your hat and backpack are the cutest. Did your mom get them for you?
Yep. Mom said that she picked them out with Dodoko, and Dodoko really loves this backpack too, which is why Dodoko's always hanging from the side. Mom also said that someone else was also helping her pick out the gifts that day. What was the name again? Ah, if Klee remembers correctly, people would call her the Old Hag.
Wait, the old hag? Huh. Okay, well, now that you mention it, the old hag does have a fondness for picking out hats.
And now I'm wet. Okay.
Alrighty, and then the final person you've been waiting for, Mika. Okay, so if you head to the statue near Wolvendom, and then you run towards that tip where we would like jump off, but you won't be jumping off, they'll be at the end.
Okay.
So you may want to defeat the enemies that pop up.
Will do.
Compared to the storms I've encountered. One with nature.
I'm so sorry. I cut you off. Kazuha, no!
She's like, I have disgraced Kazuha.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh! Ah! I don't care about you, I care about you.
Thank you so much for your surveying tips.
Anyways,
I
now
had
I don't
no
know what
idea that the
Mika's gonna need,
Sumeru
because we
Forest
talk about
Watchers
pimento
would also
mushrooms.
have expertise in this area. You really do know just about everything.
I'm gonna cry.
It's only natural that forest watchers and surveyors would have some similar skills. We're both constantly outdoors and on the move after all.
Watch it be that I grinded on the wrong boss.
My gosh, hopefully not. That'd be really sad.
Right?
Anyway, I'm glad I could help.
If I can find a chance, I'd love to pay a visit to Sumeru as well.
Let us know.
I've heard that the
eventually.
terrain is quite complicated there, and it'd be a treat to see it for myself.
Yes, complicated is indeed one way to put it. Visitors often get lost when they visit Sumeru for the first time, and they have a tendency to pick all kinds of mushrooms and fruits in the rainforest without discretion.
We get a lot of people here picking philanimal mushrooms as well.
Actually, have you ever tried adding them to a recipe? They are quite bland by themselves, but perhaps the taste can be improved if they're cooked together with other ingredients.
I've never tried that myself, but now that you mention it, I do want to give it a try.
I'm quite curious too. Would you like to pick some together later?
Yeah, no. Still love Mika. I love this little cinnamon roll. Him and Ayaka are gonna destroy the world.
Oh yes, they will. Ha 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 ha.
And all of my money. They're gonna destroy my wallet too.
Most importantly, they will destroy your money.
Yeah.
What else would they destroy?
The wind rises.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you think that was the update? Is adding those flowers?
Maybe.
This realm is...
If you ever
That's weird.
I'm assuming it didn't show up.
Yeah, they're not in my seed dispensary.
Probably because they're special and it says, like, Colley's Windblume.
Kale's Windblume. Quest item. To Kale, the only flower that can serve as her Windblume and convey her gratitude and well wishes is the Parisara. She now offers their seeds to you. In visiting Mondstadt again, Kale has taken a
Sure,
native,
I'll play you another tune,
tentative
but it'll cost you an apple.
step toward the future. May her coming days be as a small seed held within her palm, filled deep with the potential for light and hope. Very nice. Unfortunately, I don't think I can plant it. Yeah, I can't.
Sad panda.
Hey, what time is it?
10:41.
It's what?
10:41.
10?
Yes. Sorry, Jay. We'll see you upstairs.
Mm-hmm. So, tomorrow night, chat, I'll finally be playing music. Hopefully. I was thinking we were going to be rewarded the camera, but you know.
Right now,
fine.
I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.